for him. And lots of way on. Otherwise, the same team which was held to a draw at Wolves last weekend with Human Talby on the wings, the Fay at number 10. And up front there, Brian Robbie, who was their top scorer with 6 goals this season. On the bench there, Angulo back after injury, but still no place in the squad for Bertrand Traore. Well, Michael Carrick makes 5 changes today. 2 of those are enforced. Casemiro has a knock. Top scorer Benjamin Sheshko has a shin injury. So Mason Mounts and Joshua Zirkzee both made their first starts under Michael Carrick. Elsewhere, a change of right back where Masraoui comes in for
Come on, United, let's go. United.
On the right wing, they call the Sunderland loanee, and Ryan Bobo drops to the bench. Didn't see the squad, no Ugarte either, and the twins there on the bench, Jack Fletcher and Tyler Fletcher. Well, John, we have 2 sides here whose form in recent months has gone in different directions.
Yeah, Man United 3 wins in a row. They seem to have put their confidence back. Champions League football guaranteed for next season. Sunderland just lost their way slightly in the last 3 games and conceded 10 goals. But this is a game I've played over the years, and Sunderland fans will relish a club like Man United coming to the stadium tonight. So the atmosphere, I think, pretty much guaranteed will be spectacular today. So we're in for a game.
The sort of game that they played when they spent all those years fighting away League One and the Championship. Back in the elite again and set to be here for next season too. It's been a fine campaign to reduce the Breezes team, but as you said, they have dropped off in recent weeks. So can they give themselves again for this one? Fernandez there, who was this week named as the Football Writers Player of the Year. Big prize there. He's just 1 assist short of equal record of 20 in the campaign. The Premier League will see if that record was matched or even surpassed.
Come on! Glory, United.
So 3 matches to follow. That will be up next in London. 2 of the big games in the race for European football. The Amex and Craven Cottage. Main focus on the banks of the River Wear, where, as always, great atmosphere is in store. On Weir side, wet and windy and raucous, but all set to go there. Sunderland with their eyes on a top half place, maybe even European football. United cement their spot now the top 3, and secure a top 5 place with their win last Sunday against Liverpool.
Lots of talented players on show. My eyes are drawn to both midfields with Mason Mount and Bobby Mayhew playing on the centre of half for Man United. Talented, technical players. Granit Xhaka and Siddiqui stop them from playing.
Here's Luke Shaw. Towards Bruno Fernandez. Not even looking anyone the header. It's Joshua Zirkzee. There's been a very early goal elsewhere. Those 2 other matches are both underway. And dynamics. Brighton hosting Wolves today. Brighton, who are in contention for a European spot too, against the Wolves team who relegation confirmed 3 weeks ago. We'll be off there in just a moment. So off we go then to the south coast. A fantastic start.
Brighton has scored sharp.
For the Seagulls, Brighton lead Wolves 1-0. A goal there in no time at all. And the goal Jack Mitchell.
Brighton has scored.
38 seconds. And the young man there, the terrific header, to make it 1-0 to Brighton.
Wow, doing what he does best, arriving from late into the box. It's a brave header.
Man, you are early go to for you, no for my hand.
They're in 6th place. The other day in 8th, they would go above Bournemouth for now. The 6th place could yet be the Champions League spot for next season. If Villa finish up in 5th, and if they win the Europa League. Goal we've seen this season at Mitchell.
Fernandez is playing deep today.
3 months ago.
Dalo on the bench, replacing, Mazraoui replacing Dalo. This game is going to be tough with this formation we are using. No Casemiro.
Really close, the goalkeeper in the back line down to get territory in the game.
Xhaka. Trey Hugh. Standing at position again for Trey Hugh today. Just that one change from last weekend for Sunderland. They were held to a draw away at Wolves. Carrying with the 5 changes made. To say 2 away force, but the other ones maybe an eye on some of the players who may be vying for their futures for next season. But his future still remains up for debate.
Oh, but it hasn't been the conversation for sure. Job like it's going to be phenomenal.
32 points won from his 14 games in charge. The task of trying to secure the Champions League spot, he's done that with 3 matches to spare. Always a special occasion for him, a North East man, Michael Garrick, born in North Tyneside in Wallsend, a Newcastle fan.
So I had the pleasure of playing at West Ham with Michael. Superb player, elite player, but he's got elite mentality as well, not phasing. Very calm under pressure. I think that's exactly what Man United need from a manager.
Lost by a man, Robbie went down, referee played the advantage. Jameson Town up against Youssef Mazraoui. Robbins going head to head there on that flank today.
Well, that may be battle work by Harry Maguire, Ryan Robbie.
Xhaka. Ranioldo.
Brighton is versing on 2-0.
Actually, wouldn't have sent the back in the third pull on.
Talby again, shooting chance. He went for a curler. He has scored some terrific goals this season.
Yeah, that's his forte, isn't it? Coming off that side, joining in, linking the play, getting to dangerous areas inside the pitch, and then takes a lovely touch with his left foot to set himself with a potential curler with his right foot. Didn't look far away either.
Chelsea Talby, who turns 21 today. Happy birthday to him. Likewise, the man alongside me, who's 21 again as well. Meantime, at the Annex, goal news, the second goalkeeper at Brighton, they lead now 2 balls from the set piece, and the man post there. Lewis Dunn, the captain, with a header. What a start there for the Seagulls today. They lead 2-0 after only 5 minutes.
Well, that start is perfection. Nightmare further on Edwards up. 2-0 down in 5 minutes.
Some disgruntled Wolves fans and some boos to Wolves from Edwards last weekend after their 1-1 draw against Sunderland. The Bottom Club find themselves 2 down so early on today.
Yeah, tactically be interested if Brian Robbie goes to play on. Harry Maguire fancies the physical fight, or he goes on to Sandro Martinez.
Siddiqui. Robbie. Oh, nice move here. And they're away. Lewis Siddiqui with a big chance.
Ah, la mèche!
London makes a really good save.
Ah, I have keeper. I have keeper.
To score the opening goal.
I'm going to be hypercritical because it's a fantastic move, not backing through the centre of the park. But once he makes the run, I think he can go closer to goal. I think he's so desperate to get the shot off, he takes it too early. I think maybe take that another yard. He plays it into the front man. Third man running in behind. Can you take one more touch to set yourself? That is a great save from the goalkeeper. Lovely Sunderland move.
Siddiqui's yet to score his first goal for the club. Into the fade with the ball being put away by Zexen, and Siddiqui this time for the attempt. This will be Amy. Surprising. Needs to be touched behind for a corner like Mason Mount.
Good start. This is the start I think Michael Carrick would have expected from Sunderland. He would have kept his team before the game for a
feeds to Manchester United. It's a low boy. So with a stooping header. The trip to Weirton always brings back some pretty painful memories. United the final day, 14 years ago, Aguero year. They won here 1-0. They thought they were the champions. Wayne Rooney scored a winning goal for them when Matt Hammett was member of the team. The whistle went. So the championship they thought was going their way, but that stoppage time goal gets into little ideas. So the title went to the east end of Manchester. He won the title that year on goal difference. Here's Madu. And Shaw.
Consistent because when Robbie got fouled and in exactly the same scenario at the top of the pitch, he allowed the advantage. Sunderland wanted the free kick. Well, United have the advantage there, and you'd probably be better off just allowing Bruno Fernandes time on the ball with the advantage.
He scored his previous two matches. The opener against Liverpool last Sunday. Scored a winning goal in that away match at Chelsea. So a three-man ball lined up by Robin Roos. Fernandes. Over his free kick.
Has got two options in these conditions. Does he stand one up or does he go for
Bruno Fernandes should be free kick.
Let's go to square. It's Ahmad.
Ahmad couldn't find the back of the net.
Ahmad was hoping for.
Former Sunderland player. That would be the story. If had a whip that in on the angle there, he was completely unmarked, so it was well worked. Clever idea.
Alone here in the Championship 3 years ago. Draw home against Bournemouth, one of the matches of the season. It's a Ryan Burgo today on that right wing of Manchester United.
Good feel about the tempo. The rainy conditions makes the pitch nice and slick.
Survival was the first target this year for Everton the Breeze. They achieved that with months to spare. Now it might be Europe. Potentially as low as 8th or 9th, could fly for the football next season. Right, Robbie, back in Lommans. Lommans there was brave, and he may have caused himself some pain.
Yeah, I think Robbie's got every right to go for that, you know. Get up to well-worked free kick. His first touch was a pretty good one. The second one then got away from him slightly, so as a centre forward bearing down in a 50-50, you have to go for this. Yeah, you're right, the goalkeeper was brave.
He made a rare mistake last week, Lommans. Gives a goal eventually to Cody Gakpo. It's proved to be a fine signing this season. Lommans and likewise Bruce at the other end of the pitch. In goal, Sunderland. We've got two talented young goalkeepers on the show today. Over there by Alvarezza. He went Robbie.
Our midfield, our midfield is whack. Whack.
Back to pull that trigger.
Had to be as well. He was just about to set himself heads over the fade to take the shot with his right foot.
Chance to impress this Mason man, but playing in a deeper spot than he would like to be. Casemiro back due to a knock.
He's got the position down there, so if you can play behind him, then so be it. You're not displacing Bruno Fernandes out of this level.
Will play a more disciplined role today, being a deeper man. Mason Man's first league starts since Boxing Day. A 1-0 win over Newcastle.
mad. I'm mad. What's happening?
Lee Mason would want to play today's game. Is
These people feel it's rubbish.
over the pitch and around the pitch better than anyone in the Premier League. So he's got to use his brain, Mason Mount, try and take them into areas or be composed on the ball.
Just remind you, those 2 goals elsewhere at the Amex Stadium, 2 goals for Brighton inside the first 5 minutes. This team who scored twice in the first 5 minutes. Since Luton scored 2 against Brighton a couple of years ago. It to be a 4-0 win ultimately. Wait till the shot of Luton back there, but it's his Wolves team who are 2 down today. His first goal in 2 years. Incher was scoring for a 3rd match in a row. That goal now timed at 35 seconds, the opening goal of the day for Brighton.
As you can see, the run was onside.
Very impressive signing, James Dean Talby. When he got at Chelsea off the bench back in the autumn, scored at Liverpool. Proved to be a 1-1 draw. Scored a stunner here against Burnley on Monday evening. Scored 2 in that comeback success in the derby at Newcastle 2 months ago. Derby double for sure, the highlight of Sunderland's season, but they have had some impressive
Nice defense.
challenge by the drive, and on we go. Robbie.
Oh.
Inside. Enter the play. All the energy was with Sunderland.
Mighty well enough to match that. All disciplined in their shape.
Bizarre game when they were 4 down by half time. And we're back, and managed to beat the foul, so it's a free kick for Sunderland.
It's on the wrong side.
Try and take the ball, but just this time. Shaka stands over the free. And the red moves the ball that far right side for now. Scored the opening goal at Wolves last week in that 1-1 draw. Playing with 10 men during the half a game, like Dan Ballard was saying. Hits on by Alderete, and he goes for a goal kick.
Another Sunderland player, Alderete, that's had a fine season.
Signed for just £11 million of Itape in Spain. Harry has lost just 1 away match in his time in charge, and that came in the North East at Newcastle in March. Went down by 2 goals to 1. Remember it well, the Willasula winner. They it's 10 men the most of the match. He makes things off. 14 games. Those 2 defeats at Newcastle. Sunderland against Leeds. Over the 7th when he took charge. Remarkable transformation. It's Hugh. At the back of Mainu. Start every game this campaign. Luke Shaw, Manchester United playing that left back position again now. They've been back three for a side. I think that's one of the most impressive things that Mike Carrick's done. He's put the players in their proper positions. He's simplified the game for them. Look his left foot, finding Hugh, who control Lefay. And Lefay again. They shout at the ball. There are two appeals there towards the officials. Not sure about the second one. But it will be looked at by the VAR Peter Banks. And this one here, on the struck Kobe Mainu. Not happy for me that arm's tucked in by his chest. Well, that one really comes off the thigh of Ahmad first.
Ahmad.
Yeah, both appeals have been looked at and both checks are complete, so we will play on without a penalty being given. Kranachak had probably just said the Champions League ref. That's where it likes to be next season. We've had a couple of years away from Europe's top tournament. And that will provide the test, because finishing a Champions League spot for Man United with no European football whatsoever is a must. The test will come next season with 4 games. A big summer ahead in terms of recruitment, not just a head coach role, but to bolster the squad too. As we know that Casemiro will be departing in the summer, so a new number 6 is an obvious target. Two domestic clubs next season. And he's had the first stage of both of those in this campaign. The foundations for better times ahead may be laid by Michael Carrick in the last few months of this season. The club who last season ended up in 15th place. Martinez. In place of 8 there, and he may feel a bit unlucky to be left out, having been impressing in recent weeks. Fernandes. Masraoui, there's Alvarez with the header. Siddiqui tries by Masraoui, finds a way out. Let's head back to the Amex again. Right now pushing for a 3rd goal against Wolves. Been taking the ball in, and he was met by Gary Walker, and just about pushed away there by Dan Bentley in that goal for Wolves today. Yeah, started well, got a couple more chances. Brighton as well, it's a big chance up for Danny Welbeck. Viewers scored 13 league goals this season. So many goals there, Mitchell and Dunk. Maybe Mercer side, Mercer was given a new long-term contract by the club this week. Martinez, see much on that. Somehow is the target for Brigitte the Breeze, but also to end up above Newcastle. Sticks down right now, they're 3 points of Eddie Howe's team. We've losing them twice this season, haven't they? It's a source of frustration for Newcastle fans. Siddiqui. the score there. Gives a free kick. No advantage was coming. It was foul by Mason Mount again.
Yeah, I think the crowd are more or less saying to the referee, look, Mason Mount for the third or fourth time.
Derby wins. I'm not sure it's been a louder noise this season compared to when Baltimore scored the own goal. He's stadium back in December to win that match for Sunderland. Robbie, who scored the winning goal at St James's Park in March.
Well, no, I stand in the minority when you talk Newcastle and Sunderland, but I think the North East is better with Sunderland and Newcastle in the Premier League. Derby's are amazing games to play in.
Get your third North East team next year, Middlesbrough in the Championship playoffs. Robbie's going in here. Robbins with a punch away, not too far though. Just Bukiemi. He's leaving the fence in there. It's a free kick for United.
He creates Brian Robbie lovely havoc. He puts himself about, he's muscular, he doesn't mind the fight, he's very, very strong, he can obviously play. But little things like this, defender's nightmare. Again, almost takes one in the chest there with a high boot.
His debut came in the reverse fixture this season, which was a 2-0 win back at Old Trafford. Flick on there by Xhaka. Martinez and the Rollins. The chance is taken. Thanks. Fernandez.
That's the away side now when you've survived 24 minutes, keep the ball now.
No attempts on target so far in the game. Shot. Wide Ahmad.
The right to play, that's what Man United have done. Worked hard for their clean sheet so far, so now a choice of possession.
He's made it. He needs a bounce. 3 players around him though. Xhaka, Alvarez. Dry with the throw. He's 10 new start this campaign. Last start came a centre back. He ran away at Chelsea a few weeks ago. It's a fake. Just touched by Hugh. Track back, and that surely yellow card should come his way.
Yeah, thought so.
He's lucky to escape one.
The referee was in a really good position. Clear shirt full. Couldn't have had a better view.
Very lucky man, Trey Hugh, lenient referee. Stewards that one. So with a set piece, to interest Bruno Fernandez. On Robbie.
Yeah, I think he had to pull out of the initial free kick from Bruno Fernandez, Harry Maguire, because he's straight into an offside position, so he done well just backing off.
He's scored 13 goals and corners this season. Set piece threats Casemiro. High and looping for Fernandez. Goes Maguire. It's a corner once again. On the head there for Harry Maguire.
Hitting Robbie in the far post.
Fernandez. Shaw. Looking for Ahmad. It was a good touch away there by Reynoldo. Cunha. It's sexy. Not quite dipping in time. Backing off, that's a hard skill to try and hit that towards the top corner from Xerxes. Working well though. First cross towards Ahmad, they kept the move alive. And Cunha just stands one up. Hard head up, really backing off to try and get the power and trying to keep it down. Joshua Xerxes, who scored just 2 goals this season. Had few chances from the starting troop. Start being back in December. He did score against Wolves, North Campbell, and he was pulled off at half-time in that game, which ended up being a 1-1 draw. Moving on elsewhere in the side. It's a dangerous pass out from Lisandro Martinez. Siddiqui. Xhaka. To Craven Cottage, one up against Bournemouth. These two sides both had a European chance this season, and the first chance of the game of note came Fulham's way, and it was Rodrigo Muniz there with the header. The ball played across by Timothy Castagna, and Muniz starting ahead of Raul Jimenez today. Put it wide. Just onside as well, Castagna with a stand-up cross. He'll be devastated he has to finish that one. Xhaka, Robbie. Given a foul against Rodney for a handball, he was suggesting. He means most people. Alright, you missed it. Famous touches, I mean, did he mean it? Unusual one, probably punished there. In fact, that Fulham Bournemouth game, that
Let's look at the lesson of a little one now.